Here are my first impressions of Diablo IV. First thing I noticed right at the start was the stunning visual and audio details. When I imagined what Diablo would look like in 2023, this is absolutely it and more. Just look at the beautiful shading and material elements of this scene. You can see Diablo's unique artistic theme inspired by religion and the grit and gore found in all of its models, textures, and atmosphere and animation. I was particularly moved by the excruciating detail found in every stage. Everything you see on the screen, even in the background, feels like there was consideration and effort put into it. And to really tie everything together, the voice acting just adds an extra layer of dimension to my experience.
All I have done is offer you help, and yet you repay me with hatred.
The character creation was a little underwhelming. Lucky for me, this isn't something I look for in a game where the majority of the time I'm looking at my character top down who is covered by armor anyway. Especially when the thing I look forward to is the style of the cosmetics purchasable from a cash shop. Speaking of which, I was surprised just how early in the game I unlocked transmog. This feature allows you to dismantle a piece of equipment at the blacksmith. Any equipment with a pickaxe icon, when dismantled, is available for transmog immediately. I'm always surprised when developers don't have a similar system in other RPG games. Hopefully games follow this direction and this becomes standard practice for games in and after 2023. I always love how the concept of difficulty works in Diablo games. Regardless of your level, everything feels medium difficulty. Areas, dungeons, cellars, events, everything adjusts to your level. And naturally, as the game continues, mobs have become more and more relentless as I learn new skills, really allowing me to feel like my choices and abilities mattered. For a hack and slash game, I'm not able to spam my most powerful actions without variation. Take a look at the skill tree. I'll admit the first time I opened this menu, it was a bit of a headache to look at. The druid skill tree is broken down into types of actions: basic, core, defensive, companion, wrath, ultimate, and key passives. Of these types, you have 3 to 5 options. Of these 3 to 5 options, you have passives that augment the specific action, as well as passives that affect the category. For my personal playstyle, I decided on the really awesome looking werewolf shapeshifting skills for my basic, core, defensive, and wrath skills. Companion wolves help me survive in crowds and pounce on my high value targets. My basic attacks have augments to attack speed and double attack rate for faster resource regeneration. A 3-part core skill that starts with a gap closer augmented by a larger cleave, a werewolf howl that sustains my life augmented by more attack speed, and a rabies bite that spreads to multiple enemies in large groups for mob clearing. All of these choices really spoke to me in a way that I wanted to play. A topic in RPGs in general is balance. In Diablo IV, we see complexity in classes, stats, abilities, passives, equipment, gems, aspects, paragon, it's a lot. And this can lead to imbalance, even after extensive QA testing. I am most interested to see how balanced all of these options will be as I continue to experiment, explore, and level up, because at some point your choices made in playstyle can easily be unviable and mocked by the community. So far in my leveling experience, this does not seem to be the case. My choices so far feel fluid, but not overpowered to the point where my gameplay experience is boring. Discovering just how many ways I can customize my gameplay has been exciting. I honestly feel this game has the potential to be another installment I'm excited to grind for many hours to come. I'm happy the developers put a lot of thought into their world building. I can clearly see from the map how each section is divided, and what level the separate areas are. The icons and quest destinations are clearly defined and color-coded. In my experience, this is something developers can overlook, and something that ultimately turns into a quality of life patch in the future. In Diablo 4's more open-world concept, I actually had fun tackling events together with other players, regardless of their level in relation to mine. It adds a layer that makes the world feel less lonely. The world keeps you on your toes with ambushes and chests that contain monsters, making the world feel more engaging and immersive. Even the destructibles around the map feel very much a part of the scenery. With the new and expanded features found in Diablo 4, I am honestly excited to see where Diablo 4 will go from here.